Okay, so Bunker Roy, what brings somebody from an educational activist from India, responsible for Barefoot College, to this ESF conference?
Actually, I've been here before,
Uh-huh.
and they seem to like what I say, and they want to hear it again, obviously. But since I came here about maybe 2 years ago, lots have happened. Lots of interesting things have happened in the Barefoot College and outside the world. And that is the experience I want to share here. And I think it might have some relevance to the theme of the conference about social inclusion, about technology, about the environment, and job creation, things like that.
But is it like a lesson that you bring from India to here, or is it about educational theory? What exactly is it that you're bringing here?
A bit of both and a bit of lots of... All right. We believe that just because you can't read and write, that's no reason why you can't become an engineer or someone or an architect or a communicator. Because we believe that there is a difference between literacy and education. And what you learn in school is literacy, and the education that you receive from your family and your environment and your community is what makes you what you are. So if we can tackle that part of the family at large who are very poor, then you can change mindset, you can change people's ways of looking at it, you can change people's way of looking at solutions. And there are some very simple, demystified solutions available, which the Barefoot College has promoted on a large scale. And I think there are some lessons to be learned from that. Yeah.
Okay, great. And you're talking very much from the inside out, okay, about people and getting people to contribute whatever they have, whether they're literate or educated or whatever.
Yeah.
Is there also some sort of external externality to that? I mean, here we have the ESF, which is very much a sort of European, downward-looking or top-down, in a way, organization. And then you've also got, for example, I mean, I with other people I've been talking about Obama and, you know, what's happening in the United States elections. But what's the sort of externality of all this? Does it fit into some bigger social learning system?
Obviously.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing that the Barefoot College has to contribute is the fact that there are very simple solutions to serious problems people are looking for, you know. Very simple solutions which are already being implemented, adopted, applicable, and replicable on a large scale. Let me give you an example. For instance, today there's an issue of water and sanitation, very big, major issue of access to drinking water and sanitation. The solutions that the engineers have come up with is to start digging and drilling and go for groundwater. Whereas if you ask the people what the solution has been for hundreds of years, it is to collect rainwater. And why has that actually not been taken into account when you are looking for problems of drinking water and sanitation? If you collect rainwater on a large scale, you can easily minimize the problems by at least 6 months for women and children to look for water when they have to walk for 4 or 5 kilometers. I'm trying to bring this whole traditional practice of rainwater harvesting into mainstream thinking. Now, if you bring it to mainstream thinking, there are lots of vested interests who are against it. So we have to be able to come up with a solution which has been proven on the ground and shown it has an impact, and then you replicate it on a large scale. When I come to a conference like this and talk about rainwater harvesting in front of engineers, they are not going to take it very seriously. But if you show what has happened on a large scale, on the ground, bottom up, then there might be a slight change in their way of looking at things. That's what I'm here for, just to shake things up, make some think differently. Hey.
I was thinking about you, so boring.